Aquarius, imagine a spring that has been compressed for a long 15 years. Each year represents a new coil of unseen pressure, and every effort you made only tightened the knot further. You felt this oppression, this injustice, holding back your true revolutionary power. So mark this date, October 16th, 2025. On this day, the universe will, with its own hand, break the vice. Your 15-year hell will end, opening the gates to a 30-year golden age, an age you have earned. On October 16th, you will hear a sound, not with your ears, but in your very soul, a dull yet decisive click, as if a steel string that held you in tension has snapped. This is Pluto, your cosmic jailer, the planet of total control, finally removing its heavy chains from you. At this very moment, that cosmic jolt will occur. An external piece of news, a casual conversation, or a sudden idea will strike your consciousness like lightning. It won't just be a thought, but a revelation. You will suddenly see, with painful clarity, exactly how you were deceived, how your ideas were manipulated, how your genius was suppressed. And the entire world, which once seemed like a grey, hopeless prison, will instantly transform into a vast field for your personal game, a blank canvas for your long-awaited revolution. But let's be honest, this canvas is splattered with scars. How many times were your brilliant insights dismissed as madness? How often, ahead of your time, did you remain in cold solitude, watching others later harvest the fruits of the trees you planted? This very pain gave birth to your main shadow, Aquarius, intellectual pride. It's a defense mechanism of a genius who, tired of being misunderstood, falls in love with the idea itself, its flawless beauty, and despises the mundane, messy work of bringing it to fruition. The danger after October 16th isn't in losing, but in never starting the game, remaining in the ivory tower of your perfect plans. The universe will give you the paints, but you must make the first stroke on that canvas. And your celestial patron, Uranus, speaks to you not in blueprints, but in lightning bolts. He is the rebel planet, and he addresses you directly, his revolutionary. His wisdom is simple and ruthless. The world is changed not by those who spend the longest drawing perfect diagrams in the quiet of their office, but by those who first dare to strike at crumbling foundations. Your main task after October 16th is not to polish an idea to a mirror-like shine, but to unleash it, even if it's raw, unpolished, and imperfect. Allow yourself to be a bold practitioner, not a brilliant theorist. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or universal approval. Your first, even if clumsy step, is the very lightning strike that will create a crack in the wall. It is through this crack that your future will surge forth. This current will surge forth in 3 streams, changing the landscape of your life. First, money and career. You've cultivated someone else's garden for too long, receiving mere scraps of the harvest. Now the universe hands you the deed to your own land. Your wildest, most illogical project, which you've hidden from everyone, is the seed of your future wealth. Plant it. Second, relationships. The veil will drop, and you'll clearly see who was your sun and who was a black hole, consuming your light. Don't accuse, simply step away from those who leave you cold. Your tribe awaits. And third, and most important, yourself. Stop mixing the perfect color on your palette. Your task isn't to create a masterpiece, but to prove to yourself that your hand can once again hold the brush. The first stroke is your oath of allegiance to yourself. And at that moment, as you raise your brush, a hand you least expected to see will appear beside you. Help will come not from a fellow rebel, but from a quiet guardian from your past. From someone you might have considered a traditionalist, a hindrance, an anchor dragging you down. It will be this person who offers you not a banner for the barricades, but an old, time-yellowed plan. This could be a blueprint for a house you once sketched and forgot, or a company charter you deemed naive. Don't look at it as a relic. It is the map of your foundation, proof that your brightest dream not only had wings to soar in the skies of your ideas, but also strong roots, patiently waiting for their moment in the earth. But don't think the path will be strewn with roses. In the spring of 2026, during a powerful lunar eclipse, the universe will put you through a stress test. Armed with your old plan, you risk falling back into your habitual ailment, endless refinement, and precisely at this moment, when your blueprint seems almost perfect to you, the outside world will strike. A competitor will launch a raw version of your idea, an investor will withdraw a promise, or your most reliable resource will suddenly dry up. This won't be a failure, revolutionary. This is a cosmic ultimatum. The universe isn't asking if your ship is ready. It simply raises a storm, forcing you either to set sail from shore with what you have or to forever remain in the harbor of your flawless but dead blueprints. And here, revolutionary, your main battle will unfold not on maps or in disputes with investors. Your enemy is not the storm outside, but the quiet, poisonous whisper within, which has been poisoning you all these years. It is the voice of your fear, saying, "Show them this now, in its raw form, and they will call you crazy again." The pain will return. You don't fear failure. You are terrified that your most cherished, pure dream, exposed to the crowd, will be ridiculed. And here it is, the main choice you must make in the spring of 2026, to remain in the sterile safety of your mind, where your idea is incorruptible, or to step out into the public square and allow your living, imperfect soul to breathe, even if stones are thrown at it. This is not a choice between victory and defeat. This is a choice between life and its flawless blueprint. And as soon as you step into that public square, you will realize the main prize was not victory. It was the right to speak in your own voice, without fear of being laughed at. You will suddenly see people approaching you, not critics, not judges, but others like you, those who recognized their own imperfection in yours. This is the true wealth you were promised, not chests of gold, but a circle of kindred spirits for whom your living, authentic soul is more precious than any perfect blueprint. Your 30-year golden age is not an era of external triumphs. It is an era of inner warmth, when genius finally finds its home, and that home is not an ivory tower, but a circle of friends gathered around a living fire. And let these words be your compass, revolutionary, your new law of being. I choose living warmth over cold perfection. I speak in my own voice. I am home. This is the charter of your 30-year reign. From now on, value is measured not by the brilliance of an idea, but by the strength of a handshake, not by the scale of a concept, but by the depth of the gaze of those who sit with you by the fire. But the story doesn't end here. It merely moves from the prologue to the first chapter. For the fire that warmed your souls is given not just for comfort. It is given to illuminate that very old plan. Your next adventure, revolutionary, will no longer be about single-handedly reclaiming the right to a dream, but about building a new world together with your tribe, following that blueprint.